Thank you for joining me on this episode of Doing Insurance Right. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host. I'm a local farmer's agent here in Phoenix, Arizona. And today I wanted to talk to you why you should have family insurance coverage or life insurance coverage for the whole family. Not just the primary breadwinner. Most likely you need life insurance to replace the breadwinner in the family to replace income. So typically you're going to be in that 10 to 12 times annual income is what you're going to need to replace the death of a breadwinner in the family. But there's also going to be the other household members that you're wanting to have life insurance on as well. So let's say, for example, you have one parent that works, the other parent stays home. Well, the other parent may not bring in income. It does add significant value to the household if it's taking care of kids. So you don't have to hire, let's say, outside people to take care of the kids, such as daycare, things of that nature. Hiring someone to do that would cost money. Let's say the at-home parent also keeps, the household in good, clean fashion, therefore cleaning the house quite a bit. Maybe you have to hire somebody in order to do that as well. So that's also going to be an amount. So definitely something you want to take a look at, like how much would at-home care for the kid, or how much would care for the kids be? How much would it be to bring somebody in? Let's say once or twice a month to clean the house. To do upkeep around the house. Maybe I got to hire a pool person because the stay-at-home parent does that. What's that going to cost to have that weekly as well? So, making sure you cover things like that. One of the next thing is to make sure you can cover funeral and final expenses that can average anywhere between $5,000 and $25,000 or more, depending on how they want their arrangements or how they want their final extended place. And if the family member was ill for quite a long time, there might be medical bills or other debts that you had to incur in order to make sure you can pay those off as well. A surviving spouse may need to take some extended time off that is not paid to get things back on track. So maybe they needed time to deal with the loss. Maybe it was a sudden loss. Maybe it was a couple-year illness. A lot of those can require a stay-at-home parent or a breadwinning parent to take some time off in order to do that. So let's say it was a breadwinning parent income-wise. Maybe the stay-at-home parent now needs further education in order to support the family for future endeavors. So death benefits can help with that as well. And then a big one that a lot of people overlook is the cost of counseling. So if a parent or even, let's say, a child passes away, there is going to need some time for family counseling, maybe individual counseling as well. And then when we move on to the kids, one of the most important reasons to insure the children is to guarantee life insurance for their adulthood, regardless of their health or genetic makeup. If there's for example, a history of cancer, a history of heart disease, or if the child was adopted and there's just not that medical history around, you can also, with specific plans, even make this a college fund for your child with enough cash value in it as well. One of the other reasons to do this, for life insurance for the whole family is to leave a lasting legacy upon your kids or upon your breadwinning spouse or the non-breadwinning spouse, is to do all of that. A lot of people that if they have enough financial security, they will start some sort of a charity or a scholarship or memorial fund for your lasting legacy. If not, then, they can definitely use that money to help get their lives going again. The big one I really believe in and want to kind of just touch back on real quickly is the kids. This is a big one. So if we know there's a lot of kids these days, for example, that have anxiety issues for some reason. This is sort of a cause for concern for the insurance company. So if we can get them guaranteed life insurance before they turn the age of 18, there is no medical. The process is actually really quick where, it can take a month or so to get an adult life insurance approved. For kids, it might take a couple days. Making sure that they have guaranteed life insurance ahead of time. Now, if we don't have enough money to throw additional for savings, that's completely understandable, but getting them a policy that they can use later on in life for their family, setting that up for them. That way they have guaranteed life insurance for them. You'd be surprised how little the amount is, significant, a couple cups of coffee, maybe a month. You can get guaranteed life insurance for their kids that they can continue to have for the rest of their lives. So I do want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Doing Insurance Right. As always, I would appreciate if you could rate, review, or subscribe to this podcast on what other platform you're on, whether it be Apple, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, any of those, or any of the other platforms that you're listening on. I would greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.